Next up, we'll go ahead and just wrap up chapter 11. It's a pretty short chapter and I don't have too many highlights anyway. So first up, we'll be talking about your practice environment. It is necessary to create comfortable conditions so that external distractions are kept to a minimum. So you don't want the room or yourself too hot or too cold. You don't want it too bright, right? If it is, you wear an eye mask or use that pillow thing I was talking about a couple videos back. You also don't want it too loud. If you can't really get it that quiet, wear earplugs. And then this is a funny highlight. It is preferable that no one is in bed with the practitioner, right? And like, if my wife wasn't always in bed with me, I would make way more use of my modified wake back to bed technique and have set alarms to go off through the night so I could wake up and then try to immediately fall back asleep and, you know, enter into a dream lucidly that way. But yeah, that would wake her up too because I got to set alarms, so I never use it. Talking with like-minded people. Great benefit is derived by discussing personal experiences with other practitioners. Of course, that goes without saying, and that's actually what got me to start my channel, where, you know, once I figured out that lucid dreaming was a skill that could be practiced and improved upon and really started digging into it, I just talked the heads off of everyone in my personal life. So then I went out and tried to find some local meetup groups here around town. I even used to run a meetup group myself and meet with people that way. But really, you know, there wasn't enough interaction for me, which is why I started my channel, so I can just post shit daily, respond to people in the comments. I really enjoy it. And then the last thing here, he talks about keeping a dream journal. So keeping a journal helps iron out sporadic practice, turning it into a structured discipline that can be mastered. It is essential that each entry include the date, time of day or night, and a detailed account of entries into the phase and phase experiences. Descriptions of mistakes and a plan of action for the next phase should also be recorded. And that whole plan of action for your next phase or lucid dream, that's a really important one and one I gotta do better. I mean, that's basically why I constantly just default to messing around and having fun with my lucid dreams, because I don't have this like set plan in my head of things to do. Anyway, during the novice stages of practice, even noting unsuccessful attempts is beneficial. Later on, only successful phase experiences may be recorded. And it all kind of goes without saying. I've made several videos in the past too talking about the kind of stuff that I like to keep in my personal dream journal. But yeah, go search those out if you're interested. And with that said, that wraps it up. So next up in chapter 12, this is the final chapter. So we're almost done with the book. So anyway, until then, keep the phase practice legit.